Kell Sixtyseven Gaming here, and we're here this time with something new. This is going to be my favourite 5, and the favourite 5 that I'm going to be taking you through is my favourite 5 games that I have in the physical collection. So obviously this is just games that we have on disc, cartridge, cassette, on physical media. No digital games are included. So if you don't see your favourite in there and think, oh, why didn't you pick that? I'd possibly just have it digitally, maybe don't have it at all. So without further ado, we'll do a little cut here, show you the first game and my favourite 5. Well, possibly not the biggest shock in the world there. Final Fantasy VII on the original PlayStation 1. A game that kind of just changed the rules for what a video game could be. It was just so ahead of its time, and I bought it the day it came out. I absolutely loved the game. God knows how many times I've played through it. It's very rare in a video game that you feel such a genuine personal connection to the characters, but honestly I feel like I know Cloud and Aeris and Tifa and Barret and Yuffie and Red 13 and everyone in that game. I feel a connection with them. It just makes the experience absolutely outstanding. I'm sure that there's very few people that haven't already played this game. If you are one of them, I urge you. You may not find the physical copy. I don't think people let go of them, but it's on the PlayStation Network. You can get it on your PS3, PS4, on your Vita. Just get it. It is a wonderful game. So with that one out of the way, let's show you what I've picked next.
system actually works. Get Celeste in position for a handoff. You need to get the delivery to her. She'll be near the communications tower ahead of you. Taking your sweet old time. Celeste's getting pissed. She's almost at the comms tower and you ain't. Get moving and give her the bag. Cell will take it from there. Wires are fizzing about you, Faith. Sounds like some blues are headed your way. News chopper tipped them off.
The original Mirror's Edge by DICE. I've got it here for the PlayStation 3. This is the physical copy I've got. I do also have it on other formats digitally. That's one of my favourite games. Obviously I'm going to have on more than one format. This is another game that was just very different to anything else that was around. I've never really got into first person shooting games. Anyone who watches the channel will know that Aiden actually really quite likes them. He plays the Call of Duty games. He's done a playthrough of Ghosts. He's in the middle of a playthrough of Modern Warfare at the minute. He loves them. I've tried them, never really got into them. But this, a first person game where actually it wasn't about the shooting, it was about the movement, and I just, so different. And I got very competitive with one of my friends where we would trade times on levels, shaving tenths of a second off and getting a feeling of achievement. It was addicting. Still love the game to this day. It has actually been a while since I've played it. Maybe it's time to give it another go. With that said, it's not the only one of my favourite games that we're showing you today. So the third one that makes the favourite 5 list, we'll show you now. So, we've gone all the way back to 1984 for Daley Thompson's Decathlon on the ZX Spectrum. Oh, I don't think it's possible to convey just how groundbreaking this game was. You go back and play other games from around 1984. You know, you go and play Atari 2600 games and such like, and then you play this and you see just how technically superior it was, and it was all done in 48K of memory. Absolutely unbelievable. This is a game that if you were around, if you were a kid in the mid 80s, everyone played this game, everyone loved it. If you haven't played it, if you can't source a ZX Spectrum and a copy of the cassette, get an emulator. Just try it. This is the genesis of every single Olympic game that has ever been since. It's the genesis of, you know, Konami's track and field series. Just absolutely outstanding. But there's still a couple more games to go. So we'll see which game I've picked fourth.
We'll be arriving at the Academy in just a few minutes.
That would be so great! Aren't you excited? We're going to be Jedi! Learning the ways of the Force, building a lightsaber. Ah, of course, you already have one. I'm gonna get one of those stupid training sabers and
I wouldn't worry about that.
I can't help it. I want to make a good impression.
You seem really nervous.
Aren't you? I mean, well, why would you be? You already have a lightsaber, so you're probably way ahead of me. I'm Rosh, by the way. What's your name?
Jaden.
So where'd you get that lightsaber?
Well, it's kind of a long story. I found myself on...
Hold on!
Ah!
Academy to Yavin Runner 2. Do you copy?
Loud and clear. We made an emergency landing several clicks west of the Academy.
Is everyone all right?
I think so.
Good. We'll send a shuttle to pick you up. Can you lead the students to the nearby Masasi Temple?
Affirmative, Academy. We'll meet you there.
What?
Huh? What? Who are you? Kyle Katarn, at your service. Welcome to a day in the life of a Jedi. What happened? We were kind of hoping you could tell us.
I saw a huge flash of light and ran over to find you, just lying unconscious.
Do you recall anything?
I saw 3 people. One was holding some sort of scepter and it was glowing. That's all I can remember.
A scepter? That sounds bad.
Are you able to stand?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I sense a disturbance in the Force.
You always sense a disturbance in the Force. But yeah, I sense it too. It could just be residual dark side aura from this temple.
Perhaps. Kyle, why don't you...
Stay here and investigate? I'd love to. Why don't you take the kids back home now?
Be careful, Kyle. Everyone, follow me to the shuttle.
I think that was Luke Skywalker. I can't believe it.
Did you recover Skywalker's records? Yes. With all the Jedi in the jungle, it was almost too easy. Excellent.
Well, there it is. Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. There had to be a Star Wars game in here somewhere, and this one is, in my opinion, by far the best Star Wars game that there has ever been. Now, I know that there's going to be some people that say Knights of the Old Republic, and I do have that in physical copy. I could quite easily have bust that one out. And maybe it is a more involved game. Maybe you get a little more out of it if you're that way inclined. But for me, Jedi Academy, when I played it, it was maybe I played it at the right time. That I was at a time in my life where I was really heavily into Star Wars. Loved the game. Again, this is one that I've got multi-platform. This is the original Xbox version. Also came out on the PC, which was the first version that I played of it. Just an absolutely brilliant game. And another one that I would say, if you don't have it, go and get it now. It is absolutely outstanding. Well, there is one game left in my favourite 5. And I'm sure that there's a few people maybe trying to guess what it may be. But we'll have a look. probably not something that anybody guessed. Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War on the PC. I went through a stage in my life about 15 to 20 years ago. I absolutely adored real-time strategy games. Unfortunately, I simply don't have the time to play through them again now. And I played all of them. Played Age of Empires. I've got those. There's Age of Mythologies as well as part of that series. There's the Command and Conquer series, which is absolutely outstanding. But again, it's a very personal thing. Dawn of War just really got me. I don't know if it was just at that time, maybe in 2003 when this came out, I had more time to play these real-time strategy games. But just a wonderful game. I would definitely recommend anyone go out and get it. Not just this though. There is a couple of expansions that came out in the following years. It adds a few more races to the game. Just a brilliant game. So there we are. That is my favourite 5. If you agree with me, then that's a bit boring. If you disagree with me, tell me down in the comments. What's your favourite 5 games? And this is across the whole history of video gaming. I've limited this to just ones that I own. We'll probably do another video at some point with digital games included. But it just, this gives you a little bit of background of what my gaming history is, what the highlights were. And I hope that you've enjoyed going through these 5 games with me. If you have, please give this video a like. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.